Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into an online store called Petitionm.com.
Ah, yes, petitionm.com.
It seems like one of those catch-all retailers, selling everything from housewares, pet supplies.
Health and beauty stuff, yeah. A real mix.
Exactly. So the mission for you today is pretty simple. Is this store legit, or is it, well, another digital risk?
Mm-hmm.
We've pulled apart the sources we could find, and honestly, the evidence is a fascinating, kind of confusing mix.
It really is. You've got glowing reviews on one side,
Right.
and then these major structural red flags on the other. It's that classic online shopping dilemma, isn't it?
Totally. So we need to figure out, which side should weigh heavier when you're thinking about hitting purchase.
Exactly. Where do you draw the line?
Okay, so let's start with the good stuff, the trust builders. Where does Petitionm.com actually score some points?
Well, the biggest positive seems to be external validation.
Right, like reviews.
Yeah, we looked at places like Trustpilot, and the reviews there are generally pretty positive.
Interesting. What are people saying specifically? Is it just generic, it's great stuff?
Not entirely. What's interesting is what they praise. People mention product quality, some creative designs,
Uh-huh.
and really affordable prices. They even highlight specific things,
Oh, yeah. Like what?
like these gravity sensing lamps
Yeah.
and flame effect things. Customers seem to love that stuff, felt it added, charm and a fun vibe.
Huh. Gravity sensing lamps. I mean, that does sound genuinely cool.
Right. It suggests someone is actually thinking about the product.
So the product curation maybe is pretty good. And you found the site itself isn't brand new, right? Not a pop-up.
Exactly. That's another point. We checked the domain registration,
Okay.
and it was created back in April 2023. Now, that's not ancient, but it does suggest a bit more longevity than, sites that just appeared last week.
Gives it a little more credibility, maybe.
A little. Plus, the sheer variety of products they offer. Tools, pet gear, home stuff. It shows they're trying to reach, well, basically everyone, positioning themselves like a serious one-stop shop online.
Okay, so summing up the good. Cool-sounding, unique products, seemingly happy customers praising them, decent prices, and a track record going back over a year.
Yeah, on the surface, it paints a pretty decent picture.
Are there? There's always a but, isn't there? As we dig deeper, does that credibility actually, hold up?
Well, that's where things start to unravel, unfortunately.
Ah.
That surface appeal, that longevity, it gets undermined pretty quickly when you look at their operational transparency, or really the lack of it.
Okay, what's the first big issue?
Red flag number one for me, the dead social media presence. You see the icons on this way present. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, standard stuff.
Except none of the links work. They just go nowhere.
Seriously, none of them.
None. And that's not just sloppy web design. It effectively removes any kind of public accountability, doesn't it?
I see what you mean. If you can't post on their public wall.
Exactly. You can't leave a visible negative comment or question where others can see it. They completely control the narrative. It feels like they're trying to dodge difficult conversations or complaints.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great. Dodging feedback isn't a good look.
Not at all. And that lack of accountability, it gets worse when you look at the second major concern.
Let me guess, customer support.
Bingo. Extremely limited customer support. So, let's say that cool gravity lamp arrives broken.
What do you do?
Good luck finding out easily. Their only provided contact method is a single email address.
Just an email, that's it.
That is literally it. What's crucially missing is, well, everything else. No phone number, no live chat option, and absolutely no physical mailing address listed anywhere.
Wow, no address either.
It's bold.
It's more than bold, it's a huge red flag. If you put those two things together, the dead social media and basically just an email inbox for contact.
You don't just have poor customer service. You have an almost complete absence of a verifiable business entity behind the website.
So it's hard to know who you're even dealing with.
Precisely. Genuine retailers, even the purely online ones, usually give you multiple ways to get in touch, a single email address. That feels like they've just decided that if something goes wrong with an order, well, that's kind of your problem, not theirs. The risk is all on you.
Okay, so wrapping this all up for you, the listener, what does this actually mean? Based on everything we found, it really is a mixed bag.
Yeah.
You have to be cautious.
Definitely cautious.
You've got proof, it seems, of real customer satisfaction with the products themselves. The quality, the design, the uniqueness.
The lamps and things.
But that's balanced directly against this, fundamental failure in basic business stuff. Transparency, customer service infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
it's just not there.
Yeah, the foundation seemed shaky.
So the advice from the source is pretty clear. Tread very carefully here if you're really tempted by one of those unique products.
Maybe start small.
Exactly. Maybe place a very small, low-cost order first just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Test the waters. And always double-check any seller details you can find before spending serious money.
And this whole situation brings up a really interesting question for you, the shopper, to think about.
Okay.
Since all the positive feedback seems laser-focused on how unique and creative the products are, those fun lamps, the cool effects,
Yeah.
how should you weigh that? How much is that product appeal worth when it's up against a fundamental failure in basic customer support and contact? You're essentially balancing the potential reward of getting a really cool, unique item versus the very real risk of having zero help or recourse if anything goes wrong.
That's the core calculation, isn't it? Risk versus reward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you need to figure out before you decide to shop at Petitionm.com.